Hello there, fellow collectors. Welcome back to another episode of Sneak Peek, episode 15 on this fine Sunday evening. I am your host, EvilSneaker. Tonight, we are without my buddy, my good friend, Justin, aka How Ya Figure. Unless he shows up a little bit later in the show, but he had some stuff going on, so not sure if he's going to be making it. So you guys are stuck with me for the solo show. So welcome back, everybody. It's going to be a great show regardless. There's a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight. A few different figures. We'll see if Justin ends up showing up. I'm sure he will potentially message me during the show, but if not, like I said, you're stuck with me. What is going on right now? There's a lot of stuff going on. To start off, I posted my collection tour kind of recently if you haven't checked that out, so please go check that out after the show. And then today I posted a video on my channel. Some of you I see in the chat have already checked it out. I posted a video about the Darth Vader from Kenobi, reviewing both the DX27 and DX28 and whether or not it's worth buying both of those. So you can go check that out. Fun video that I did today. Filmed it, voiceover, and done. So you can go check that out. And then the big thing, everybody, coming up is my 1,000 sub stream. I forget what I'm at right now. What am I at sub wise? I think like 940 something. 943. So I'm 57 subs away from 1,000 subs. It's going to be a banger of a stream. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw all the stuff that's going to be going on. So I just want to talk about that real quick before getting into the show and before I address the chat. But giveaways, there's going to be a lot of them. Lots of giveaways, a lot of fun stuff that's going to be happening. So I'm going to explain some of it here. So first thing is you have to be a subscriber. If you're going to be in the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber. But I turn on subscribers only chat anyways. So pretty much the only way to kind of enter the giveaways is to type stuff into the chat, and it's going to be subscribers only. So you have to be subscribed. There's going to be some channel members only giveaways as well. So as far as, I'll talk about the general ones first here. So as far as the general giveaways go, there's going to be two $25 worth of store credit to Underground Figures. And then there's going to be a $50 in store credit to MODUSPACE. So in order to win those are going to be kind of available to everybody, but in order to win, you have to be present to win, and you're going to have to type a hashtag that I designate in the chat that enters you into the spin wheel. And then it just like raffles off the names or whatever, or rattles off the names rather. And then it just goes like, just goes to the spinny thing. So that'll be open to all. And then channel members, so members of the Evil Empire, there's even more stuff because I really want to do a little bit more for the people who have, went the extra step in supporting the channel. So there's going to be a few more giveaways for the channel members, the Evil Empire. So we got two $25 in store credit to Underground Figures, two $50 in store credit to Underground Figures. And then courtesy of Justin, aka How You Figure, he is throwing in a $25 gift card to Sideshow. And then Brick Artemis and his wife, she runs a kind of this like business she does where she makes t-shirts. They are donating to the show a custom Evil Empire t-shirt. So once you win, I'll get your size, and we'll get the t-shirt made for you and sent. So thank you to the people donating. Appreciate you guys doing that. And then the main giveaway that's going to be happening is there's going to be a MODUSPACE Mono, which is the new case. It's this one behind me that you see. So it's kind of like their DTOF style, Blaleeden style cabinet. So shout out to Brian from MODUSPACE for throwing in that as a giveaway. Just a really awesome thing for him to do. And for Underground Figures as well for donating stuff for the giveaway. So it's going to be an awesome stream. That giveaway, like I said, the mono is going to be channel members only. The specific thing about that, I made it channel members because I also typically when giveaways happen is a lot of people come into the chat and people that don't really watch the show, or people that just come into the chat once they see a giveaway, they come into the chat. So I wanted to make it specific to people who, you know, actually really support the channel. So I decided to do it that way. As far as the tiers go for my channel membership, so there's 3 tiers. You have, you know, the Evil Empire itself, and then there's Grand Admiral, and then there's Grand Moff. So the way that I'm doing the giveaway is the tier that you're in, you get, basically it'll be that's how many giveaway entries you'll have. So for the lowest level, the entry level Evil Empire, you'll get 1 entry. Grand Admiral, you'll get 2, and then Grand Moff, you'll get 3 entries into the giveaway. So that'll be like I said, just for channel members only. But if you want to join, it's anybody who joins basically from here on out. If you're in the Evil Empire, you'll be eligible to win a MODUSPACE mono. It's free shipping. Everything is taken care of. All the giveaways, unfortunately, are US only. I know there's some international people as well who follow the channel. But if for some reason you're a channel member and you're not in the US, if you win a gift card or something, we can just figure something out that's kind of something of equal value, figure related, like a gift card to a figure related place. So we'll figure that stuff out as we go if it doesn't work out. But the mono for MODUSPACE really has to be US only. It's only shipping to Singapore and the US right now. So that one just has to be US only. But that's pretty much it. I know it's kind of a long-winded thing, but I wanted to get that out of there in case anybody's interested. So like I said, the mono's channel members only. But the entry point really for, like, if you join the Evil Empire, is if you want 1 entry, it's $2.99. And the case retails at $1.99 plus shipping. So it's a pretty low entry point to be entered in to possibly win that, and also to just support the channel. So that is it. But that's for the 1,000 sub stream. I have to get there. So if you're listening, you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I want to do this one, this 1,000 subs giveaway. And then also, that's going to be like my 1-year channel anniversary coming up. It's like June 22nd. It was the first video I posted, basically 1/6 related, on my YouTube channel. So coming up on a year, it's going to be a banger of a stream, 1 year, and all of the giveaways. It is going to be very cool. So that is that. Thank you all for listening. Sorry for the long-winded rant about not really rant, but all the information about the 1,000 sub stream. So appreciate you all, first and foremost, everybody in here, and everybody who supported the channel. Really means a lot. The live streams have been a lot of fun, and it's been really fun just seeing kind of everybody come back. And I've just, like I always say, got the best chat in the game when it comes to YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. It's always just been so great on my show. In the chat, you guys have always been awesome. Haven't had any issues in my chat whatsoever. So just really appreciate you all coming in and hanging out every pretty much week. And I've been kind of sporadic with the streaming schedule as well. So really appreciate you all being flexible. And it looks like Sunday evenings are here to stay as far as the stream goes. It's just the best night for me, and it seems like it's better for a lot of people as well, kind of hanging out before you got to go to work on a Monday. So that's that. A couple other things. I already kind of gave a shout out to Underground Figures, but if you haven't already, go check them out, undergroundfigures.net. For the giveaways, you'll have to make an account on their website. So just go to their website, you make an account by email. If you make an account, you're also eligible for no NRD pre-orders. You just send in them an email with the item that you want, and he'll, Ray, the owner, great dude, will send you back a confirmation saying the pre-order's confirmed, and you will be invoiced when it ships. Price is 5% off Sideshow MSRP. You likely don't have to pay tax, and it's double box shipping free of charge. So go check out Underground Figures if you haven't. A lot of you guys in the chat already know about Underground. And Ray's here in the chat. He says, happy Memorial Day weekend, collectors. Yes, happy Memorial Day weekend to you, Ray. Thank you. And I appreciate you supporting the channel, and also, giving, all this stuff, like all the store credit and everything for the 1,000 sub stream. So thank you so much. Really appreciate the support, and happy Memorial Day tomorrow. And yes, I hope everybody has a nice long weekend. That is pretty much it. If you guys are looking to buy MODUSPACE cases, I am an affiliate with them, so you can get $20 off your order. Use code SNEAKER in all caps. Okay, let me address the chat here. We got a few people in here. Let me go to the top here. Let me see here. Okay. We got Grand Admiral of the channel, Cage, in the house. He says, evening, everyone. Hello there with the emoji. What's up, Cage? Cage is always in here. Really appreciate the support, my good friend, Cage. And we got another channel member. We got Tristan in the house. He says, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. Slamming that emoji as well. And then we got Valkyrie Magnus in the house. He says, good evening, Evil Empire. What's up, Valkyrie? Thank you so much for being here. We got Christian Cooper, a Grand Admiral of the channel, in the house. He says, what's up, Stephen? Justin, I think I had mentioned early on, but Justin, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to make it. He might make it later on. We'll see, but it might just be me for the solo show tonight. We got Universal Key in the house. He says, evening, everyone. Love the Captain America shield, as always. The GOAT Avenger. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. We got the Hot Toys Nightmare in here as well. He says, hello there. What's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning into the show. And then we got new Grand Moff of the channel, Sean Toomey. I've been enjoying our conversations, man, kind of over on the Instagram, but thank you so much. A new Grand Moff of the channel. So Sean, really appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in to the show. We got Giovan in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, man. We got the Grand Admiral Thrawn's office. Yes, the office of the Grand Admiral Thrawn is actually also a Grand Admiral. He says, smash all the likes. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. And we got another Grand Moff of the channel, Batman Collectibles, who says, Grand Moff reporting for duty. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's funny. We got Stacy Jedi 291 says, good evening, Steve and Justin. Hope you're having a great weekend. You as well, Stacy. Thank you so much for being here. As always, too, every single week, always tuning into the stream. So really appreciate you being here as well. And we got Cage, who celebrates 5 months of membership of the Evil Empire. 5 months, my tribal chief. Thank you, wise man. So this is actually, it's crazy because this is the 5 month, kind of like 5 months on the dot when I started my channel membership. So pretty crazy. Yeah, I was back in December. So there we go. We got another channel member. We got Cylon in the house. What's up, Cylon? Good to see you in here. He says, hi, everyone. Evening to you. We got Commander Green. He says, hey, EvilSneaker and chat. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. You as well, man. Thank you so much for tuning into the show tonight. Ooh, Batman Collectibles said, I'd buy a shirt. Yeah, I'm working on some merch. I'm kind of revamping a few things. So I've been like really meaning to update my YouTube banner as well for my page, but I'm working on some stuff with Danny Spotchka, who does all my logo work, and he's going to do my banner. But we're working on some stuff. We're figuring some stuff out, and then I'm probably going to do like some t-shirt and merch type stuff, but I want to do something really cool with like Evil Empire themed stuff. And yeah, so I'm working on that with him. But yeah, there's probably going to be some merch to come if there's if you want to buy some merch. That's going to be in the cards for the near future. We got Safel in the house. Says, yo, Skibbity Steve. What's up, Safel? Thank you so much for being here as always. Let's see. I've already said we got Ray from Underground Figures in here. It says, happy Memorial Day weekend collectors. And we got Adrian in the house. What's up, Adrian? Thank you for being here, man. Let's see. We got Trash Panda. He says, what's up? Any thoughts on the Old West Logan from So-So Toys? I haven't really like looked at it too much, to be honest. I'm not like huge on third party. I'm kind of picky about third party stuff. There's just so much other stuff coming out right now. So I really haven't looked at it too much to really give too much of an opinion on it. But I'm kind of dabbling into third party a little bit more, but I'm trying not to go too crazy into that. So yeah, but I forget if it's the Old West one that I saw recently that looked pretty cool, but yeah, I don't really want to speak too much on it just because I don't really know for sure. For sure, I didn't really look too much into it. Thank you for being here, Trash Panda. We got Matt Planet 23 in here. Says hello, everyone. What's up, Matt Planet? Thank you for being here. We got Dirk Diggler Stunt Double in here, asking what's the meaning behind your name. Yeah, it's funny. Like everyone always asks me this, and so really like EvilSneaker has been my gamer tag. Actually, it started as my gamer tag when I was like really young, like when I first started playing video games back in like Xbox, and it was like, oh, like, oh, I'm evil and like sneaking around. That's basically what it was like in games, like games when you're playing against other people. And then I just really kept it. And I used to like, I started really streaming. Like I started on Twitch. So I used to stream on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch for a little, like around a year, maybe a little bit more before I decided I was going to kind of transition into doing content that was 1/6 scale related on YouTube. So I just kept my name, and I thought about changing it a few times to like align more with like 1/6. But at this point, I don't really feel like I need to. Everybody kind of just calls me Sneaker, and that's it. And I'm just gonna keep it, I guess. So there you go. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too special. But yeah, had it for many years. Okay, we got 32 in the house. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. And let's get into it. So the first figure that I want to talk about tonight is, let me get to it. Let me transition scenes here. Okay, there we go. I'll keep the chat rolling on the side screen here. So the first one I want to talk about is the Spider-Man from No Way Home, the final swing red and blue suit. I'm going to put up a poll for you guys here because I'm curious to see who got this. Did you order this Spider-Man? Yes or no? There you go. The poll is up. So if you're listening, please check that out. Go hit up that poll and answer whether or not you picked this one up. I'd be curious to see if this is one that people picked up. Safel says in here, I thought the sneaker was because you're a sneakerhead. I actually used to collect shoes. I was a sneakerhead at one point and got out of that because that's a tough. Yeah, it's tough. You go shoes and figures. Like I got out of shoes actually a while ago before I collected Hot Toys. Kind of glad I did because that's a whole different ball game too. But yes, once was a sneakerhead. Batman Collectible says my gamer tag I made years ago is the Dark Knight Rise. The Dark Knight Rise TDKR. Yeah, the Dark Knight Rise for the Dark Knight Rise. I know original. Nice. Giovan. Oh, I got my pre-order and thanks to you for this Spider-Man. Yeah, got it from Underground Figures. Awesome, dude. Glad that you were able to get that in. I know I was talking to you kind of behind the scenes because you were looking for one. So really cool you were able to get that pre-order in. And they sold out like same day. So this figure was like pretty hot. That's been happening for like these releases here, right? So like I said, guys, there's a poll up. Go hit that up. Let me know whether or not you're going to be picking up this this figure. Christian says looking for Mace now. This dude went from looking for Crosshair, secured the Crosshair finally, and now he's looking for Mace. Yeah, Mace is a hot commodity too. It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening with some of these. But this figure, I just want to talk about this one a little bit here. This looks good, man. So this is crazy. We were talking about this on Wolfpack Wednesdays, and I don't have a Tom Holland Spider-Man. I don't have one yet as of right now. I'm really kind of being careful with what I'm doing for Spider-Man stuff. Also, I've had kind of bad luck with Spider-Man figures in general. I keep getting, like, I've had, like, the comic Spider-Man I had issues. Spider-Man figures in general, I've just have had damage. Like the first advanced suit I got had issues with the web lining. I just got Toby, like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Toby, and like the mask isn't perfect. Like the web lines are not great on it, and like the center right between the eyes, one of the web lines is really shifted over. So, and I know that figure has had a bunch of issues when it comes to like perfect web lines and stuff for the mask, but it would have been nice to have, get a better one. But nevertheless, yeah, I've just had issues with Spider-Man figures. But with that being said, I actually pre-ordered this at Underground Figures. This was crazy. Like, so, and I really, the main thing is like this head sculpt for me is, like this is a really cool suit too. I think the final swing suit is awesome. But the head sculpt really, like, this is the best Tom Holland head sculpt, no doubt. I want to get to some more head sculpt. This is the pose right here. This is probably the pose that I'll do something like this, of him standing up on like this snow diorama. I did pre-order the deluxe version of this figure. I pretty much always go deluxe. But this head sculpt is just crazy good. So good. And there's some cool poses in here too, but the head sculpt really is what does it for me. Whoops. Here, let me go back this way. And I know this is a thing kind of for me too, is final swing is kind of interesting because you don't really get, hold on one second. You don't really get to see this suit really for that long. Like, it's so short at the end of the movie, and who knows, like when the next Spider-Man movie comes out, his suit, it's probably not going to be this one, right? Unless maybe it starts right after that and you see this suit. But it's probably not going to be this one. So that's kind of tough when like you get a suit that's barely in something and then it's just never used. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like this is kind of like that classic look, right? The one thing too that worries me is the suit, the material. And it looks like this, from what I've seen, is like this blue part in here. Oops, hold on, let me make this. Let me make this. There we go. Like this blue part in here. I've seen some comments of people saying it's kind of like the Iron Spider, which I know has issues when you pose it. Like it gets kind of jacked up. So I know, like, I'm always really careful posing my Spider-Man figures anyways. And I know some people say, like, they don't really care because it's Spider-Man. It's meant to be posed and you just kind of live with it. It's not figures that you're necessarily going to get rid of. And I get that too. I think it's fine going both ways, but it was just for me to pose something and then take it out of a pose a little while later and then it's already damaged is just kind of sucks. But nevertheless, like museum pose for me for this figure is like this, totally fine with me. I think this looks awesome. Christian saying, I think he's saying he might go to Toys Buying Agent for Mace. Yeah, the price for Mace is steep on Toys Buying Agent too right now. It's crazy. We got Collector Joey in the house. Another channel member says peeking and sneaking. What's up, Joey? Thank you so much for being here, bro. Good friend, and also like I said, a channel member. So thank you so much, Joey, for the support. Tristan says, as a Star Wars fan, I refuse to go down this Spider-Man figure rabbit hole. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, I started out all Star Wars and I wanted to branch out and get some more stuff. So made a couple, you know, made some sacrifices on really kind of for me, like some lower tier Star Wars stuff. But I just wanted to collect some of this other stuff that is important to me as well. And fun, just like having the diversity in the collection. But yes, it's like I have a couple Spider-Man figures and yeah, now like I'm starting to creep into the No Way Home line, which is kind of dangerous. Silence says the base is fun too. I agree. Base is very cool. I think it's you could use it in different ways too. Safel says the PS5 suit seems to be the least problematic if that's what you're after. I'm not a big Spidey guy, but he's probably the best Spider-Man. Proportions and suit quality is top. Dude, the Advanced Suit 2.0, I am spoiled when it comes to like my first iteration of a Spider-Man figure. I basically got the Spider-Man the Advanced Suit 2.0 was my first like Peter Parker Spider-Man figure. So pretty much everything that I've gotten after that is like, you can't get better than Advanced Suit 2.0. It's just the best in my mind. It's the best figure. And yeah, the material, like you can pose it and then it bounces back relatively quickly and easily. So yes, Advanced Suit 2.0 from PS5. We got Grand Admiral Jose G. Hernandez in the house. He says, you missed my match, Steve. Yes. I checked out OSW literally until the last minute, up until I went live over on Nick's Collectibles channel. It's simulated wrestling where all the 1/6 people in the community are kind of put into wrestling simulations. And I missed a match. Who won? You'll have to let me know who won. Giovanni says, I think I recall seeing that this will be the suit for Sony's mandatory. We got to make Spider-Man movies to keep the licensed movies. Yeah, that stuff is always interesting as well, for sure. We got Kenny Lang in the house. What's up, Kenny? He says, best head sculpt from Hot Toys. Who is better? It is really good, man. It is really good. One that's really close, though, is Dwayne Johnson. The Black Adam head sculpt is so good. That one is really, really good, too. There's a lot of great head sculpts, but this is up there. This is a great likeness. Great likeness. We got, speaking of Nick's Collectibles, we got Nick in the house. He says, sup, y'all? What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. I caught, like I said, OSW as long as I could before starting the show. I will go back and catch replay because I want to see the ending. Mad Planet is thanking Ray for that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Deluxe. Came in quickly and it looks good. Nice. Nice. Yeah, mine is not the mask is not the best. I wish it was a little bit more uniform with the web lines, but not much I can do. Ray says, yes, we do ship to Canada. Yeah, so Stacy was wondering, do you ship figures to Canada for Underground Figures? And yes, Underground ships to Canada. There you go. That's awesome. So yeah, as far as this figure goes, I think it looks really good. Like I really want a Tom Holland, and I'm like, this is the one I'm going to get a Tom Holland figure. This is the one that I'm going to get with this head sculpt regardless. Also, this, like, they did such a good job with this seam for this, like this neck seam. They, like, you know, Toby's is really like kind of bulky right here, but this one, they made it look like it's actually, they just made it look really realistic. So like it kind of bunches up, but it's like natural looking. So you can see like kind of the, like you can see this like crunchiness, this kind of like scrunched look right here, but that looks like a natural fold if he had the mask off, right? So I just think that looks so good right in here. They just did a really good job with that compared to Toby. One thing that I want to bring up too is like the proportions. It's interesting because D-Lo brought this up on Wolfpack Wednesdays about the proportions of this figure. He brought up like how they're definitely like the body looks like Andrew Garfield. I would agree. Like the proportions don't seem, this one is a little bit better, but maybe it's just because like I'm seeing the head sculpt, but here it looks more like Andrew Garfield on this, like, you know, just the body proportions on this figure. But nevertheless, still looks really good. See, these poses are cool, doing these like kind of other different poses. It's just something that I'm probably not personally going to do. Also, I thought that this base is really cool. I think the base is looks awesome. I always go deluxe. I just wish we got the other base too as well to put with the figure. They really should start doing that, giving us both bases when you pay for deluxe, but so it goes. I also thought that this suit was like, I thought the red was fabric, which it's not. It's kind of like that rubbery texture in there as well. Yeah, Tristan says his shoulders look like Andrew Garfield. Yeah, it's definitely looks like that. And we got Brandon Primetime Reviews in the house. He says, yo, what's up, sneakers? And hey to Ray, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Have enjoyed chatting with you as well. Yes, awesome to see you in here, man. Safel says, I agree with the Andrew comparison. They both have that weird dip in between the shoulders. Yeah, it's, I don't know if they use like the same body or what, but I will say too, even with that, like once you have it with the mask off, like looking like this, it kind of like, I'm not too worried about that. For some reason, it doesn't look like that as much when the head sculpt is on it. We got Fig Fate in the house. He says OSW just ended, so just tuning in. Yeah, I was just saying, thank you, Fig Fate, for being here. I was just saying how I caught that up until the show. So I will go back and watch probably the rest of that. But thank you so much for being here. This head sculpt, though, man, this is definitely the best Tom Holland head sculpt that they've done. I'm super happy with it. I wonder if this is going to fit on the other figures or not, based on how like the neckline is. That'd be interesting. Yeah, now I kind of want a Garfield too, but we'll see. I don't know. He's the missing piece now that I don't have. So then it's just like you start going down the No Way Home rabbit hole. You know, I don't know if I want to get into all that. But yeah, this looks cool. This looks really cool. I'm glad I'm picking it up. I'm glad I'm going to have a Tom Holland in the collection. I think that's cool. I think he's a good Spider-Man. Toby to me is always the GOAT. Probably always will be, but yeah, Toby the best for me. But nevertheless, this looks so dope too right here. Jovan says, in terms of Tom Holland's suit, it's either this one or the black and red upgraded suit. Upgraded suit looks really good. I like the integrated suit as well. He's got a lot of cool suits. A lot of cool suits for sure. Fig Fate says, head sculpt is the best I've seen. Honestly, this figure's great overall. Love it. But it was in the movie for 10 seconds, and if I'm a betting man, it won't be used for the next movie, if much at all. That's where it's that's what I was saying just before you got here. That's where I was saying this is a tricky one. It's tricky when, yeah, this scene, we don't know if he's going to have this suit on in the next movie. And I forget who made the point on Wolfpack Wednesday as well of like, even if there's another suit, so this is coming out, and even if the next Spider-Man movie comes out and he's not wearing this suit, or we see Tom Holland again as Spider-Man, he's not wearing the suit, whether or not it's in that movie or potentially something else, you're not going to really get that figure for like, we're looking at the next Tom Holland figure to come out is going to be like potentially 2+ years, you know, so to have this, to get it in the collection now and to get like this head sculpt, this is like the only way you can get the best head sculpt. But I see like there's also, for me, that's kind of like the negative, that the only way to get this head sculpt too is by getting this version of the figure that, like you're saying too, and like I agree with, of barely in the movie, right? Jose says it's a really good match, so I don't want to spoil the ending for you, Steve. Please watch the replay. Well, if you're saying that, I'm guessing that's good news for you, Jose. But that's pretty much all my thoughts on this Spider-Man figure. Like I said, I pre-ordered this at Underground Figures. It was crazy. This went out of stock, and then basically, you know, Underground got another allotment, and then like a few hours later, both versions of this sold out again. So this is crazy. I'm seeing some rumblings. I see some rumblings about how there's these low batch figures now, where basically like Mace Windu, Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, this figure, it's like they're doing like one big batch and it's like one and done and that's it. And that's like all they're shipping. It's very interesting to see that. So like, I think that's kind of like they're trying to correct the market, and also collectors are like, don't want to miss out on it. So now you got to get it. Like Mace Windu's already trending way upwards, right? So it's pretty interesting. Tristan says, I feel like they may do the same thing for Miles G. Morales. They could. Daniel Hogg 13 is here. What's up? Oh, he's talking to Ray. Coincidentally to you being here tonight, I found your email. Reply to me on Friday. Oh yeah, okay. Just emailed a few figures. Yeah, dope, dude. Yeah, so I buy pretty much like the majority of my figures from Underground Figures. So yes, a great place, the best for me to get figures from for sure. Nick says, I'm butthurt at how great this figure turned out and how mid Toby is. I know, man. I got Toby in hand and I'm like, dang, this is interesting how they did this figure, and like, it's Toby. Like, come on, you got to give him some justice, man. We got Honest Hansel in the house. What's up, man? He says, I got this spider with the base. It looks amazing. Yeah, I love the deluxe base. I think that's really cool. I'm always going for those. And big win for the Wolfpack tonight. Yes, on 1-6 Wrestling OSW. Wolfpack took home those tag team titles. Let's go. We got Brick Artemis in the house. What's up, Brick? He says, Nick, it just means good things are coming for Spider-Man figures. I mean, Spider-Man has a lot of really cool figures too. As far as this one goes, Ray says, we've submitted another order request. We'll find out if it's approved this week. So guys, stay tuned to my Instagram, because usually when stuff gets posted, I kind of follow. I usually am pretty good about, I pretty much check Underground daily for stock. So I pretty much keep up on like as much as I can, especially newer figures. I try to watch the stock and I try to post when stuff is available for pre-order. And if there's more that's available. So I'm usually pretty good about posting about that almost on the daily. So stay tuned to my Instagram as well. The link for that is in the description. And we got Grand Moff Batman Collectibles going to pre-order a figure tonight. Episode 3 Palpatine City is going to shoot you an email shortly. There you go. There you go, man. We got 40 people in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't. And okay, that's pretty much all I got to say about this one, but looking forward to getting it. Honestly, like, Spider-Man figures are really cool to me. I've just, like I said, had bad luck, and hopefully this one will be a winner. Maybe I just need to stop being too picky too, but no, I think this one will be really cool to have. Before I do that, let me end the poll. Did you order this Spider-Man? Let me end the poll. We got 31 votes, and we got no 54, basically 55, and yes 45. 31 votes, so kind of a pretty even split, yes and no. There you go. Take that for what you will. Next up here, next out of this, I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for a second so I can pull this up here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Daniel Hogg 13 says the sculpt and the half mask sculpt on the Battle Damage movie Deluxe is top level in my opinion, and I think this is maybe, to be fair, I'm not sure what exactly you're saying as far as might not be fair, but the 1/4 scale, the quarter scale is solid. The quarter scale is really cool as well, but yeah, that half mask sculpt is actually really cool. Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying not to go down the No Way Home rabbit hole, but we shall see what happens. And Honest Hansel just became a member. Welcome to the Evil Empire, man. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, that's so awesome, man. Thank you for doing that. And also, like I talked about early in the show, I'm not sure if you were here at that time, but the 1,000 subs giveaway stream is coming up, and there are going to be a bunch of channel member giveaways. So you will be eligible for those once that stream happens. Probably once I hit 1,000, I'm at almost at 950 subs. So hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll be at 1,000 and I'll be able to do the stream for 1,000 subs in my 1-year channel anniversary. So it should be a dope show. Really looking forward to it. But thank you so much for your generosity and taking that next step to support the channel, Honest Hansel, and welcome into the Evil Empire, bro. Really appreciate it. And we got Chris, Miami's nemesis, in the house. Cheers to you, bro. Thank you so much for being here as always. Okay, and next up, we got this announcement. The Batman and the Armory with Bruce Wayne, a 2.0. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting that Hot Toys all of a sudden, on the midst of another Armory coming out, and you just kind of like, they just showed the updates for the Dark Knight Rises Armory, and they've they basically finally showed the unmasked head sculpt, what that was going to look like, what the cowl look was going to look like, and then basically within the same time frame, they then announced this as a 2.0, which this I know is something that J&D Studios is also doing, which is triple the price, right? And we know that InArt also in the summertime, John from InArt, who goes on to, he's kind of like one of the spokesperson, like a spokesperson for InArt. He's on a lot of streams and he's often talking about, kind of answering questions about InArt. Really cool dude. But he had mentioned that this summer is when InArt plans to show the Dark Knight, I believe the Dark Knight Batman, or the version of this trilogy that they're going to do, and I think also potentially show BVS. I'm not 100% sure on that, the BVS one, but I'm pretty sure Dark Knight is going to be, like the prototype is going to be shown. So Hot Toys has pretty much been getting out ahead of that kind of, and then this, and I think this Armory is like over 8 years old, so I can get why they would 2.0 it. It's just a very interesting decision when it comes to doing this when you have this other Armory coming out this year, right? That's what's really interesting. But before I get into it, a couple comments in here. Kenny Lang says, Hot Toys, please give us more Batman villains and not only Batman. Yeah, this is really interesting too. Like, it would be nice to get more villains, and same with like the Batman from 22. Like, we only got the Batman, You know, we didn't even get a Catwoman. We didn't even get, like, it would have been really cool to get, like a Penguin. And I know the show is coming out later, so maybe they'll do the Penguin then. We'll see. But yeah, it's just all villains are always welcome. I used to say the same thing about Star Wars, but now we're getting, like, with this Dark Side event, they're pumping them out. So that's really cool. But yeah, it's always nice to get more villains. Mad Planet 23 says, I went down that rabbit hole, but drew the line at this Spider-Man. There you go. Yeah, the Spider-Man rabbit hole is dangerous, man. Daniel Hogg says, yes, dude, fist bump to you, bro. Piloting the ship solo tonight, dude. I love doing solo shows. It's always fun having somebody else on with me. I miss having Justin on the show tonight, but I'm always down to do a solo show. I have no qualms about it. Solo shows are fun to me, so it's always like it's a solo show, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of hanging out with the chat, hanging out with you guys, so it's all good. I like pulling up different chat. Like, I like to just, like I said, talk to you guys, hang out, and roll with whatever you guys are saying. Go with the flow. So happy to do it. Yeah, Kenny says, I want more bad guys, dude. Me too. We got channel member collection obsession in the house. He says, I'm late. What did I miss? We talked about the No Way Home final swingsuit Spider-Man. That was pretty much it. We got Big Rib in the house. Says, hey, Sneaker. What's up, Big Rib? Thank you for being here, man. I like that little snowman logo you got going on. That's funny. But yeah, thank you, Big Rib, for being here, dude. Good to see you in here. Safel says that this summer, Steve. I forget what I said about the summer. Dark Knight is my favorite film ever, man. I need this from Oh, you're saying like you didn't know that? Oh, about InArt revealing their Batman. The Dark Knight is my favorite film ever, man. I need this from InArt. Fuck it, need Alfred and Fox too. Safel, you have to let me know. Like, we're talking about this Armory. Are you gonna get both Armories from from the Dark Knight trilogies? Because like I love this trilogy too. It's great. The Dark Knight, like this Armory for me is coming home, 100%. Which reminds me, I should put up a poll. I'm gonna put I'm gonna do which Armory are you getting? And also I want to I'll pull up something too after this as well. The Dark Knight Rises. Now I'll put neither, and then I'll put both. So you guys can let me know which Armory you're getting in the chat. There's a poll up. And then I also did a vote. I also did like a poll over on my channel. Let me see if I can find it, because I might be able to post. Let me see this post. Here, there we go. So I'll pull this up here. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just talk about it after you guys vote. Let's see. Safel says, dude, unpopular opinion, but I low key like. I'm not sure what you didn't finish your sentence, bro. Daniel says he's about 20 minutes behind in the live. That's okay, dude. That's okay. Also, Daniel Hogg with the generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. He says, Evil, new to Hot Toys in 2024, but not collecting. Have binged a ton of yours, Bricks, and Jedi's vids all year. Thanks to all you guys for your efforts for newbies. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I've only been collecting 2 years, so I haven't been in the game for too long, but yeah, dude, happy to hopefully help out in any way with my content. That's awesome. Miami's Nemesis says, definitely copped this one as far as the Armory goes, and he liked the room. Oh, yes, my collection tour 3.0. Yes, thank you, bro. Really appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, my collection tour, my latest one is live on my channel. Let's see. Big Rib says, excited for this Armory. I only have the Dark Knight DX12s. This is a great upgrade for me. Glad I waited. Yeah, awesome. Congrats on being excited for this one and hopefully getting it. Collection Obsession says, I have the original Armory with Wayne and Alfred, plus an extra Alfred. So I just may sell the original with Wayne and Alfred and get the new one. I see it's interesting. I hear some people saying that they really are just keeping the original one. Also, if you have an extra Collection Obsession, dude, if you have an extra Alfred, you should hit me up, man. Hit me up because I might want it. If it's the one that came with this Armory, I might want it. So hit me up, dude. I know you know my Instagram because you send me some stuff. So hit me up, dude. Renz Talentino is in the house. Says, good evening, everyone. What is up, Renz? What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. As always, we got Jose saying, for 2 years, Steve is really savvy about collecting. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Appreciate that. I try to be. I'm pretty invested in this hobby now at this point. And yes, it's like a daily thing. I really like, I usually kind of like when I'm into something, and like Hot Toys for me too, like I've talked about in the past, but I get really into like the market and just everything really related to the hobby. I like to kind of invest myself in. So I appreciate that, man. I'm glad it shows. Okay, Safel says, dude, unpopular opinion, but I low-key like the Dark Knight Rises Armory more. Even though the Dark Knight one is more iconic, I really want to see what NR does before I splurge on the Dark Knight Rises Armory. Yeah, I don't, forgive me, Senpai Steve, it's nearly 3 a.m. here. No, you're good. I think you're in the UK, I believe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You can let me know, but yeah, so yeah, this is tough because it's a lot of money to get both of these. I really like the Dark Knight Rises Armory as well. I don't know if I could see NR just doing the figures, like just doing the Dark Knight suit and then like a Bruce Wayne like this. And then I don't know if I necessarily see them doing like an Armory. I don't know if they're going to go that route. We'll see. But I am very interested to see what NR does as well, because I really love their stuff. They've been doing awesome work for sure. They haven't missed yet. They really haven't missed yet, in my opinion. Yes, sir. God save the king. There you go. So I just want to talk about this real quick because this was up on my YouTube channel. I had posted a basically like a poll. What Armory are you getting from Hot Toys? And 263 people voted on this. And of those 263 people, only 9% of 263 are getting the Dark Knight Rises one. 30% are getting the Dark Knight. 13% are getting both. So this is pretty interesting. So out of 263 votes, 13% of those people are getting both armories. Only 9% are getting just the Dark Knight Rises. And then the 30% are getting the Dark Knight. And then 49%. So basically half of the people that voted out of 263. So what is that? 131 and a half or 131, 132 are not getting either of the armories. So 50% not getting, and then the other ones are kind of split. But interesting that only 9% out of 263 are, well, I guess I should say if they're getting both, that would be 22% total are going to have the Dark Knight Rises. So interesting. I think some people are going to be just like happy enough, I guess, with the 1.0 too. I've had some people also comment, let me see, there were some comments on here too, like have the 1.0 Dark Knight Armory with Alfred. Another person that said Austin collects it said, before I make the decision, I wanted to see NR's offering. Giovan had said neither for him. Daniel said neither, waiting for NR to see what they offer with their Dark Knight version on the horizon. Another person said neither, especially with Star Wars being their focus. So yeah, it's like a pretty big investment to get this piece. So yeah. Jose says enough with the armories and instead give us a Ra's al Ghul or new Scarecrow. Yeah, it's crazy how many Batmans they've done. And like, believe it or not, I do not have a Dark Knight Batman. So like when I first got into collecting Hot Toys, obviously everybody knows like kind of main Star Wars. And I was like, I'm not really going to go outside of Star Wars. And then ultimately I decided that I'm going to start branching out, and I got the in-art Joker, and then I was like, okay, now I'm going to start dabbling in some Batman stuff. And I waited, like I almost bought the DX19 like a few times. Once early on, actually, when I was collecting, because early on when I was collecting Star Wars, I was like, I really want like a Dark Knight Batman. And I saw one for a really good price, and I held off, didn't get it. And DX19s kept popping up, and I just kept, like, I just didn't do it. Just wasn't the time. And then they announced the Dark Knight Rises Armory, and I was like, okay, there we go. There's my DX19 upgraded, essentially. I was kind of mad because it was blocked behind the Armory, and now here we are again, where it's blocked behind the Armory. And of course, what's going to happen is they're going to end up releasing like a solo version of this. I would think they're probably going to do like a separate Bruce Wayne or a separate, like just suited version. The thing is that these are good values. Let me pull up the price here real quick. I think this is $5 less. It's $5.65, $5 less than the Dark Knight Rises Armory. So if you really think about like what a figure is now, like I think what was the DX19? I think it was like $285 or $295. Like when you look at what you're getting with two articulated figures here and the Armory, like it's a fair value. When you look at what each individual figure costs in the actual breakdown of the set, it's a fair value. But you're still like, it's gatekeeping the figures. Like you have to buy the whole thing to get them, which is like just kind of sucks. You can't just say I want a Batman or I want a Bruce Wayne. Let's see here. We got the Jedi Knights watch in the house. What's up, Graham? He says, wanted to stop by and say hello. Gotta go celebrate my new tag team championship with D-Lo party. Yes, nice. And Graham also pre-ordered the Dark Knight Armory. Nice. Yes, because I know you were like eyeballing. I remember Graham was like, he had his eye on potentially getting the 1.0 Armory like a few times. I remember he was eyeballing it, searching for it a little bit, but there you go. Happy that you waited. Daniel says, one totally surprising but entertaining aspect, maybe addictive part of premium figure collecting is the YouTube viewing I do these days. Quality vids and streams. Crazy. Yeah, it's good. Like I always look at like hearing, varying opinions on figures and kind of what people are saying, and like people, it's funny because like the influencer topic always comes up. I don't really like look at it like that necessarily. I kind of look at it more like when you're collecting at this level, the more you know, the better. So I think it's just good to kind of get all the different perspectives and information that you can. Saville says, I will say the suit itself here looks like a downgrade compared to the Dark Knight Rises. It's stupid, but the gloves poking out on the suit is really bugging me, but I love Bruce in the suit. I'm conflicted. Yeah. So the gloves, I think the gloves poking out for the Dark Knight are actually accurate to the suit. Somebody could let me know if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think it's actually accurate to the suit to have the gloves poking out for the Dark Knight. And then the Dark Knight Rises is separate. Giovan says, I opted for the Robert Pattinson Batman to stand next to his bike for my display. Since space is limited, I try to keep it out of a variety of characters. Don't want too much Batman taking my display over. Yeah, there's a lot of there's also like just a bunch of different Batman stuff. And what era do you want to go with? What time period? Yeah, for sure. Jedi Knight's Watch says the only problem is you need the suit and the Armory, so you almost need two Batman figures. Yeah, so my plan with this is like have the Armory, and once InArt comes out with theirs, whenever that may be, is like I'll probably plan on getting the InArt one too, and one of those is going to go in the Armory. What would probably happen is I would probably just put the Hot Toys one back in the Armory and then have the InArt one posed out. That's my plan. Collection Obsession says, so which version of the bat suit is being included with 2.0 Armory? Is it the original one or the updated version? How do we find that out? This is updated. This is absolutely updated. It's not just the one that came with the 1.0. This is a 2.0. They like revamped the proportions and stuff. And I'll go through some of the photos here. So this is definitely upgraded. This is definitely upgraded because this cowl looks very similar to the one that's on the Dark Knight Rises, the new upgraded one. But this is definitely upgraded. Looks good. Looks good. I will say that the head sculpt is I feel like I feel like this definitely looks like Christian Bale, but I still feel like this head sculpt could use like a little bit of work. Again though, like I just don't like when they take like these like weird angle photos too. But yeah, this is like, here you go, accurate recreation of the bat suit and cowl from the Dark Knight. So this is like, yeah, this is new. This is new 100%. This looks badass. I'm not gonna lie, like this looks really sick having this in the Armory. Definitely looks badass. I mean, I wouldn't close it like this, but having it open like this is awesome. But yeah, I feel like the sculpt, it definitely looks like him, but I feel like it could use a little bit of work, honestly. But overall, I mean, yeah, this is one that I'm gonna get. It's one that I'm gonna get for sure. Kenny Lang says, what do you think will be the next limited artisan figure? Ooh, man, it's so tough. It's so tough. I do think they're probably going to do an artisan. I feel like if they're going to go Marvel, I feel like Thor is probably going to be the next one. It's so hard to say, man. I really don't know. I could see them potentially doing like for Star Wars too, because they're doing this Dark Side event. Like I could see them potentially doing an artisan Kylo. I could see like that potentially being a thing. It's really hard to say. I couldn't even tell you. I do think Star Wars wise too, like they're gonna end up doing probably a Dark Side Anakin artisan. I feel like that's potentially gonna happen as well at some point, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because like the Loki surprised me, the Jack Sparrow surprised me. So I don't know. Eric Hankey's in the house. What's up, Eric? Another channel member. He says, getting this Batman. Nice. Congratulations. Jovan says, Artisan Mace Windu. Let's go. There you go. We got Sis Spawn 85 in the house. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Out in the Dark Knight, in on the Dark Knight. Out in the Dark Knight, in on the Dark Knight. All right. Big Fate says, I'm one of the crazy ones getting both armories, got both on pre-order. I don't know if I'll keep my The Dark Knight Rises version though. I'll see it after having them both in hand. Yeah, me as well. I actually have these both on pre-order and I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's interesting because like this Dark Knight Rises one, like are a lot of people just going to cancel it and nobody's going to want it? Like, I don't know. It's still waitlisted. So that didn't really change much. And also like this one doesn't come out for a while, so I kind of want to see the Dark Knight Rises one like in hand, and it's really cool. I really like the cave, like the one that's in the cave. I think it looks looks good. So I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Tristan says artisan Leia. That would be really good if they did an artisan Leia. What would they do? Like an Endor Leia for that's probably the one that trying to think. Endor, like if they did, they'd have to do, I guess if they braided her hair, but I feel like once you get into like kind of like wrapping it a certain way, like the buns, or like doing her hair the way that she did it in like Empire Strikes Back, that could be hard. A New Hope end scene. Yeah, I think with her hair down would look really good. Kenny Lang says artisan Ace Ventura, throw the community for a loop. I mean, they might just throw the community for a loop. Also another one would be the Crow. He would be like definitely a worthy artisan figure. Sis Spawn says, I think it says sorry, the gloves. Yes, out in the Dark Knight and in on The Dark Knight Rises. Yes. Okay. There you go. There you go. Big Face says, agreed. The Dark Knight Rises is cool in its own right. I'm excited for it. There you go. So I'm going to go through just a few more photos here because I really didn't. Artisan Caesar. See, like, I feel like the implanted hair, like, what do you, if it was Caesar from, I'm guessing you're talking about Planet of the Apes. Like, what part of the body would, like, doing the entire body, I feel like rooting that much would be way too much. You know, it's already so expensive just for them to do a head sculpt. Like, imagine them rooting his entire body, you know, for an ape. Crazy. Stacy says Artisan Queen Amidala. That would be great. No, I got you, Sith Spawn says, I got you. Yeah, the glove cuffs are out. I got what you were saying. Yeah, out in The Dark Knight and then under in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Big Rib also says Return of the Jedi Artisan Leia. I feel like Return of the Jedi would be a great look. 100%. That's like the one I think of when she has her hair down. For sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. It's really cool that we're getting like this Bruce Wayne. I feel like that's really cool. That's the one that I would want, is this one. Like in the Osafel says, dude, Caesar's goated. Hey, no talking about any Planet of the Apes stuff. Don't give anything away. Yes, what a wonderful day. Darth Viscera. What's up, Darth Viscera? Thank you for being here. Says Artisan Dooku. That'd be, if they did like a, yeah, Dooku's an interesting one. Dooku's an interesting one. Short hair is like, it's interesting to see what they're going to do with more short hair characters. Is that going to be a thing that they're going to do? We'll see. Collection Obsession says, I think having the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises back to back spinning on an electric turntable would look cool. That would kind of look cool if you had like a revolving display. I do think that'd be cool. Darth Visser says, sup. What's up, man? But yeah, this Bruce Wayne looks good. This is badass. Like, I think it looks really good, man. I'm excited to get this one in another year. So this one, this picture of his head sculpt actually looks pretty good. Some angles are better than others. I'm not sure what they're doing with this pose with his arms like bent up like this. But I'm just excited to get a Dark Knight Batman in my collection. That's going to be awesome. I am going to be really excited to see what InArt does as well. But with the way that the InArt Batman was versus the Hot Toys, the Batman from 2022, it's probably, I feel like when you get a suit like this, it ends up being so close. And I know InArt is like, I feel like the consensus is, at least for me, for the Batman, and I'm getting the InArt one as well. I have the Batman one, but the InArt one is just more accurate, has better proportions. Some of the materials are higher quality, but it's close. Like, it's still, the Hot Toys one is no slouch. There's, in my opinion, you could have both. There you go. But yeah, I think overall, like I said, looks good. Happy to have it pre-ordered. And I got it pre-ordered at Underground Figures because, like I said, so this thing is like $565 on Sideshow. And if you go to Underground Figures, like $565 versus $537. And like, you're not going to pay tax. So it's just like, you're saving a nice chunk of money. And you're getting just amazing customer service as well. And fast shipping, usually ships the same day. Giovanni says, in terms of Batman for InArt, I'm very interested to see what they do for the BVS version. It's my favorite live action Batman suit. I am very interested to see what they do with that suit material. That's going to be like the one thing that I'm curious about. Same with, like, it reminds me of kind of like the Superman that they're doing, BVS Superman, which is one I also am getting. Like, what are they going to do for that BVS suit that Hot Toys doesn't? It's prone to like kind of having flaking and stuff, right? And having issues with the way that Hot Toys does it. So it'll be interesting to see what InArt does, to see if they can come up with something that's a little better for the suit material. But yes, I'm very interested to see what InArt shows for their Batman, because they killed the Batman for Robert Pattinson. They killed that figure. That figure's dope. Cannot wait to get InArt Robert Pattinson. Safel says Hot Toys have at least had the opportunity to redo this suit to the best of their ability. It'll be an even closer comparison with InArt than it was with Pattinson. It's also just like, yeah, the timing of this is interesting too. Not only, like I said, it's for me, this is really bad timing with the other Armory. When you have a time right now where Hot Toys is, there's And a lot of places have back stock, and Hot Toys is kind of like they're doing these lower batches to try to correct the market. You have the Dark Knight Rises Armory imminently releasing here within I mean, it's slated for what now through September or whatever, like it's coming out. And then collectors are already being more picky with stuff. And then you drop this one, which is from a more iconic movie and is just overall more iconic. It's crazy that they chose to do that at this time period. Like why they did that, I don't know. It's just very interesting. Yeah. But what was I going to say? Because your comment made me say that for a reason. Yeah, maybe they wanted to get this out there now, and then Inart's going to show theirs, and then we're going to see who's going to come out first. And maybe Hot Toys is going to make some tweaks again. We know that for the Batman 22, like Inart kind of pushed Hot Toys to make some new tweaks and add kind of that messy hair. They updated the head sculpt a little bit. So hopefully it does the same thing. Joven says, I had the original BBS Batman for several years before I parted with it. Had zero issues with flaking, so I guess results vary. Yeah, it also depends on how you handle the figure, the humidity in your room, whether or not it's climate controlled. So yeah, if you take care of your stuff, I don't think it's as big of an issue, but I know some people have had issues. Valkyrie Magnus says, I'm getting the Dark Knight Armory. Awesome. Let me exit out of some of this stuff. There we go. And Kenny Lang is as well. Looks awesome. Yeah, I think it looks awesome. I really do. And like, yeah, like what Graham was saying too, like you almost need to have two for having one in the armory and then a suit outside. So that's where I feel like it's really nice, because Inart, will come out with one and like leaving one in the armory. This is a case where having one in there is really cool. Also, I'm really happy they're starting to transition this stuff to USB. That is just so nice. Like I had mentioned earlier, I did this Darth Vader Kenobi review. And the USB base, the space station flooring that comes with the DX28 Darth Vader base, being able to plug it in with the USB-C is just so much better. So much better than having to worry about batteries. What's up, Darth Tomorrow's? Darth Tomorrow's in the house says, what's up, homies? Got hella storms here right now. Ripe time to catch some Z's. Dude, have a good rest, man. Yeah, we had like a tornado warning here in Wisconsin earlier today for like 45 minutes to an hour. So it was crazy. My house was fine though. Let's see here. Yes, looks really good. Grand Moff Batman Collectibles says, I bought 4 Dark Knight Batman. I'm done for now. DX12 Armory, a quarter scale, and DX19. For those who don't have one, congrats. Enjoy. It's an amazing figure. I'm just not spending money on another Batman. Dude, I feel that, man. Yes, I can understand why. And D-Lo is the other person that can speak to this as well. He's like, yeah, this release kind of like really, pushed him over the edge when it comes to this, but just like having that line and then selling a lot of it. And then like, they're just 2.0ing everything from this. Like the Batman just gets re-released so many different times. It's like, you just kind of get burned multiple times. You know what I mean? But for me, like I said, I don't have a Batman. I'm really excited about this. I don't have a Batman. The Dark Knight is obviously a Batman that I want with this particular movie. So yeah, like I'm super excited about it, and it's definitely something that I'm getting. Stacy says, I've not started collecting Batman yet, but this is so tempting. It just looks so good. Yeah. Like, and this, like the Dark Knight, this movie, and then like the Artisan Joker's coming out. So, or like, even if you don't want Artisan, if you want the sculpted, which looks really good, like the hype is going to be there for this set. 100% the hype is going to be there for this set. Guys, we got 42 people in here. Thank you all so much for being here. And like I said, I just want to briefly mention one more time too, that my 1000 sub giveaway stream and 1-year channel anniversary stream is coming up. Hopefully within the next few weeks. I'm getting close to 950 subs. So if you haven't already, please, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel to help me get there. that 1,000 sub stream is going to be awesome. Right now, I think there's a total of 9 giveaways that are happening. And for channel members, the grand giveaway is going to be a MODUSPACE mono case with free shipping. That's going to be, like I said, for channel members. So if you guys are interested, and channel members are going to have extra entries if you join at one of the higher tiers. So 1 entry for Evil Empire, 2 for Grand Admiral, and then 3 for Grand Moff. So if you enter any time now between the time of the stream, you'll be entered in to the giveaways. That if you are interested in joining the channel, if you haven't already, I always post the link for all at the beginning of all the chats to join. It's up posted in the chat at the top, so you can see it if that is something that you want to do. Silence says this armory is plastic, right? I believe so. I believe so. Safel says, but your username. Oh, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. It's okay. Batman Collectibles is going to end up changing his username, I think, at some point, because he's going down that Star Wars rabbit hole, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Daniel says, for the bat dioramas, rumors are Hot Toys is making a replica diorama of Alfred's dedicated living quarters in the mansion. See, like, and then another thing is like they don't have Alfred, right? So that's interesting. You know, like what's happening with that? Why not include like an Alfred? It's very interesting. But I kind of went through this. This just looks like this is an iconic representation of this, right? So what all do you get? You get a bunch of hands. You get this base. You get the Armory, which I like how like what this base looks like with like kind of the bat logo on the front of it as well. Armory's USB. You get the upgraded bat suit and the cowl. Separate rolling eyeballs, which is nice. We get a proper, like, you know, just like this Bruce Wayne in a suit. Separate rolling eyeballs are just really nice. They're doing that for all their new figures. That's the way forward now, right? The way forward. Also, this cape looks definitely upgraded as well. Again, it's not as long. So an iconic release, but a 2.0, another 2.0. And 2.0s are very interesting right now in the hobby because nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. And I don't 2.0s. I kind of have a different perspective because I feel like that's kind of what I like. I've been collecting Hot Toys now for, you know, about 2 years. That's really like all I really like. I already kind of came into this of, you know, 2.0s happening. Sorry, my nose is all itchy all of a sudden. You know, 2.0s kind of already been happening, so I'm kind of used to it. Also, like coming from Star Wars Black Series, which is the main thing I collected. You want to talk about 2.0s? There was 3.0s, 4.0s. They started redoing everything with that face scan technology. They started doing all these repaints and repacks. They changed their boxes. So like, I guess I got like screwed over way more in that, you know, for that line. So it's just, I don't know. I have a little bit of a different perspective when it comes to 2.0s. Like DX17, for example, like Darth Viscera says, can't wait a whole year for Maul. Yeah, so I sold my DX17. DX17, you know, sold it, and now I'm waiting for the new one. I didn't really lose out on that much money, though. Like, I got a good deal on DX17, sold it, and I'm happy with what I got for it, and I already pre-ordered the new Maul. So that's just the way it goes. But yeah, and it seems like it's crazy because DC fans are the ones like DC is just so many reissues, and a lot of it is Batman. So it's just like, it's just crazy. They want to keep pumping out this Batman stuff. I don't know what it is. Safel says, rip to anyone who bought the J&D version of this, man. Yeah, the J&D, to spend that much money, it's just like, yeah, that's when it's crazy. Just like, and you can't even move that Bruce Wayne. I don't think it's posable. I don't remember. But it's almost like they did this pose and then did they change up Bruce Wayne's pose at all in these photos? Yeah, they have him like kind of looking at his watch. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, you get a lot with this. I think like it's a fair, it is a fair value. Like I said, you get the 2 figures and the Armory. And yeah, I'm excited for it. We got Grand Moff Reese, aka the Mall Fiend, in the house. He says, hello boys, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you, bro. We are talking about Batman. We're wrapping it up. Let me close the poll here. What do we got? Which armory are you getting? We got 39 votes. Let me close it out. This is pretty darn close to the one that I had put up on my channel. So The Dark Knight Rises 10%, both 15%. Also 15% of you guys are getting both. Okay, The Dark Knight 23, and then neither, so about 50% not getting it. There you go. Be interesting to see what happens with this one. I know some people too are like, this is The Dark Knight, this is my favorite, you know, my favorite trilogy ever. A lot of Batman fans and just people love The Dark Knight, myself included. Love the movie, love the trilogy. It would just be really nice to get a proper Batman Begins figure. That's one that I'm also kind of waiting on. We got another channel member, Figurecraft in the house, says, what's up, brother? Congrats on the 1K. Yes, almost there to 1K. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Jose actually voted both, but he meant neither. Okay. Come on, Jose. Collection Obsession says, well, if Hot Toys is 2.0ing Batman stuff, then there's hope for 2.0 Nightmare Batman and Scarecrow. I wasn't collecting when those came out. So Nightmare Batman actually, I thought, did get 2.0'd. They had like the single release, and then they like 2.0'd 2.0'd for the 2-pack. BVS Batman Armory coming soon. If they do like another Armory, man, it's crazy. We need, Eric Hankey says we need 89 Batman or 92 Armory. Then like, yeah, what does this open up the door for? You know? Yeah. Okay. I gotta stop sharing my screen here for a second again. And let me see how this is gonna work here, because I need to pull up, I think, let me go to JazzInc. And this one I think is going to actually pop up on YouTube. So hold on, just give me a second here. I need to go like this. Whoops, that just took over my whole screen. Give me a sec. Okay, let me do this. Crop this real quick so I can get this. So it is. Sorry, you guys are going to see me kind of messing with my screen here because I'm going to just crop this part of the video. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so this was interesting because I think it was Eternal Toys, a third-party company, who had shown their they were doing a Michelle Pfeiffer, like a Catwoman figure. And then JazzInc all of a sudden basically said, surprise everyone, we wanted to get out ahead of this because, you know, Eternal Toys showed theirs, and they actually showed that they have this, like this licensed and approved figure, the first 1/6 figure that JazzInc is doing. JazzInc mentioned before that they were entering into the 6-scale market, and the price point on this, it sounds like, is going to be $250 to $300 when it comes to a single figure. And they're going to also be doing, they're doing this, like the Catwoman, and then also I think a Battle Damage like 2-pack. And he had mentioned the 2-pack is going to be available even for a better price per figure if you end up getting both of them. So this looks really This looks really cool. I'm going to kind of skip ahead a little bit in the video, and there's like some prototype figures. I'm going to kind of bounce around a little bit. Before I do, I want to say what's up to Riley from Riley Reviews. What's up, Riley? He was just on with us over on Graham's channel for Wolfpack Wednesdays. So if you haven't already, go check out Riley Reviews. He's doing some great stuff over there. But what's up, dude? Thank you for being here and tuning in to the show. Safel says, someone give me a 1.6 Lamborghini. Is it Murcielago? Please, that would be dope. Oh, Batman Collectibles says, I think Obsession is referring to Demon Batman from Batman Begins. There's a 2-pack that came out. Oh, I got you with Demon Batman and Scarecrow. I got you. Figurecraft says, no, Justin, no, he is not here tonight. He had some other stuff going on. So, yeah, hopefully he'll be joining me next week. Cylon says, yes, he's all in for this one. Safel's very happy that Riley's here. Me too. Always good to see Riley in the chat. Mad Planet also says, oh man, I'm so down for this. Yes, this is exciting. This is an exciting one that I know a lot of people are looking forward to. I'm going to bounce forward a little bit here. So this is like, what does this say? Character development design. Okay, number 2. So yeah, this is cool. So we started showing like kind of like these different I want to see this. One of the most requested collectibles. So they're listening. This kind of says, even though the Forgotten Figures, even though we do love all our Batman, we at JazzInc dioramas think there are many great characters that should also get the collector's attention, especially since they've been clamoring for these. One of the most requested collectibles must be the legendary Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Who can forget the scene where she whips the heads off these mannequins? Yes, Michelle Pfeiffer herself, not a stunt woman. Very cool. And a great scene. We want to recreate her in all her glory, photorealistic and screen accurate detail. Lifelike, hyper-realistic head sculpts, paint application, accurate real latex cat suit, and cat litter display base with all the accessories you would expect. This is really, really cool. So then it goes to show like kind of these different years of development. After years of development and improvements, we're finally happy with the results. We plan to offer 2 versions: a hero Catwoman as she is in the beginning, and a battle damage version, which represents her final scenes. That's really cool. Okay, so then you get like all these details right here. 2 head sculpts from Michelle Pfeiffer from 1992. 3 different mouth plates per head for a total of 6 head options. That is really cool. You get 6 different, so you get 3 different mouth plates per head, and you get 6 total options. 2 movie accurate bodies with latex suits, 1 pristine, 1 battle damaged, and then some other stuff, stun gun, 5 sets of clawed hands, a whip. Surprise accessory. I wonder what that could be. That's interesting. High-end collectible box and limited edition plate. This is cool. This is really cool. Joe, when you're asking a question, it looks like this is coming with a non-battle damage mass head. Yes. Yep. We got Johnny in the house. What's up, Johnny? Says, yo. Thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you in the chats. Yes, Jovan, that answered your question. And Jose says, Steve never invites me to stream with him. Dude, I did invite you on, man. I invited you on my show, The Collector Tour. Come on, man. Come on. So this is interesting, like how this suit design is going to be like a real latex suit. Hopefully it's like stretchy and like bounces back too. One Adam12, another channel members in the house, says, hey, Steve, hope all is well. We'll catch a replay. We have folks over tonight. Yes, thank you, dude. Thank you for catching the replay. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have fun with folks. So yeah, then you get like, yeah, this is cool, man. Jose says, I could fill in for Justin 1 week. Yes, I did not, like Justin was like a game time decision. So I wasn't sure if he was going to make it, but that'd be funny if surprise accessory is a crispy Shrek corpse like in the end of the movie. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. So this is cool. I wonder what they're gonna do for the hair. It's like this kind of looks like a little crazy in here right now. Very like doesn't look super realistic. So hopefully they can like fix this hair and make it not. I mean, I know this is not obviously like the main version that we're gonna get, but I mean, they're gonna end up doing a Batman, right? Okay, hold up. Go back a little bit. Let me do this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so now you can see these. This looks good. I don't know, like there's so many people have been wanting this. This is like I'm on the fence. This looks really good. And this looks great. And I'm like on the fence about 89 Batman as far as figures go. I didn't grow up with this. Like I just watched 89 Batman like a few months ago and Batman Returns. So this is like not nostalgic for me. It's cool. I really enjoyed the movies. I can see the appeal. I totally understand why people are really, into this. And I liked it. I really liked it. I love Batman. So it was really cool to see. So I'm like on the fence. This looks really good. Like this makes me want to like, get the 89 Batman and then, like start dabbling in this, but I don't know. We'll see. This looks really good though. Yeah, that is so cool. So here's like, yeah, this is great. And it's really exciting too, because he said like this was, I know Woes from JazzInc talks about how he got like the approval email saying that, Michelle Pfeiffer actually approved the likeness for this to be licensed, which is very cool. I guess I can play through this video. This is on JazzInc's YouTube directly. This looks like kind of like the prototyping of the gloved hands and of the suit. Giovanni says, I'm honestly surprised it's taken this long for someone to make this version of Catwoman. Seriously, it seems like Warner Brothers wants to like bring everything out, so I'm really surprised. Jose said, you didn't grow up with this. We're basically the same age, and I wore out the VHS tape of Batman Returns. So I grew up with it around the time, like I guess like within a few years of that coming out, but I never watched it. Dude, I was born in 92, man. Come on. It's like right when the Returns came out. So like I grew up around the time period, but I never watched it. I just think what I mean by I didn't grow up with it, I just never, like I didn't grow up watching it. Safel says, would this be rooted? Not even seen the Keaton Batman, but this looks awesome. I believe so. I mean, it looks like going back here, like this looks like it's going to be this looks like it's going to be rooted hair. Like, I think he's going to make it like as realistic as possible. So yeah, then it kind of shows like just like how they're prototyping the suit, the hands. This is really cool. Looks like you put a lot of R&D into this, and then you get the different face plates. Looks like they kind of like the development of the face plates. Dang. Yeah, this is really cool. Yes, Jose, I remember, bro. I remember. Yeah, collection obsession. Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you. Got you. Thank you, Batman Collectibles, for clearing that one up. The true Batman guy. Mad Planet, at that price point, rooted hair, number of head sculpts. This is sick. Yeah, I don't know like what exactly type of rooted hair they would do, or like what that type of hair. Yeah, I don't know what type of hair they would like use. I don't know if it'd be like wool implanted, like we're seeing with like in art and Hot Toys. But yeah. The other thing is going to be, I wonder where this is, how the shipping is going to be on this, and like who this is. If this is licensed, I wonder if it's going to be licensed globally. Like, I wonder if this is something that could be distributed here. That's when that would be interesting to see. Jose says, I'm from December 1992. Think you're a few months older than me. Actually, I'm oh yes, I'm older. In January 92. So Jose says he's shipping direct. Interesting. And also down at the bottom of the description, it says pre-orders will go live in 5 to 8 weeks. Right here. Pre-orders will go live in 5 to 8 weeks. I wonder what that's going to look like pre-order wise. Like, is there going to be a limited allotment of these? Is it only going to be like, I thought he said that the figures were going to be limited availability initially when I saw him talking about getting into 6 scale, like 200 to 300 figures. But like per types of figure. So are they going to be really limited? Because there's going to be a lot of people wanting this. A lot of people. Joman says as long as it's not J&D pricing, I'm in. It's not. So he had said the price range is going to be 250 to 300, and the 2-pack is going to be a better value per figure than that. If you buy the 2-pack, it'll be less than as if you were buying the 2 figures separate. Matt Planet says I emailed them last night and they said US based collectors have to order from them directly, and I have no problem with that, honestly. Like I ordered the JazzInc the 2022 Batmobile, and I ordered that thing and it was shipped very well. Like it was very well protected, and it was like it got here within like 5 days. It was a great experience ordering from them. I had no issues. I was on the wait list, got an email, I paid, it shipped out, and I got it within 5 days. It was really good. So I'm fine ordering from JazzInc directly because they're going to take care of you for sure. Collection Obsessed says, come on, Hot Toys, give us the teased 89 Batman computer or Batcave computer diorama from 89. Yes, I know they've been showing that for a while. Yeah, all his Batman Collectible says all of his vehicles shipped from the Netherlands. Don't see figures being a problem. He's a Warner Brother high tier licensee. Yeah, I was wondering if like potentially though, like he would maybe do a US warehouse type thing. Maybe I guess his company's not, I don't know everything about it, but I think it's like, was it him and his dad who do the like sign the plaques and stuff? So I mean, like he doesn't have a huge workforce to like necessarily say like, hey, we're gonna put these into like ship them to the US warehouse to distribute them out. Jose says imagine a 2-pack of about 550. I would agree that that's probably gonna be that's probably about right. Joe says, oh man, I'm absolutely in. Now I got time to decide if I want to opt for the 2-pack or just a single. It's going to be hard to decide doing like just a single versus a 2-pack, and you get the battle damage. Like that always looks so good when you do battle damage. It's so cool. Let me go a little bit more forward. So obviously this is like a prototype of what it might look like, but this is cool. Like you can see some definition in the face here for the prototype. The lips look really realistic here. This is really good work. And I think 357 Partment is doing the paint work, I think, on the sculpt. If you've seen his work on Instagram, it's really good. It's really good. I don't really know too much else about who's doing the sculpting and stuff like that. Yeah, this hair, like, I don't know like what type of hair they're using for this, but it looks good. This is really cool with this suit. There's a lot of detail in this. And like all this too, like all these like white, whoops. All these like, this is probably like to weave all this through here. Like that takes a lot. Like this is an intricate suit to design. You know, like all this too, like all these white loops and stuff in here. You have to be probably pretty careful with this. Hopefully it's durable. Yeah, his company's very small, family owned. That's what I thought. Meow. Yeah, my Falcon cockpit was very well protected and came in perfect from them. Yes, that is a subtle flex. Yeah, it was. I didn't have any problems with dealing with them, and I had a small issue with my Batmobile too, and he took care of me. So yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about them. Looks good. Looks really good. That's it. That's kind of the end of the video. Then it stops. There you go. I'm going to transition back here. So I'm excited for that. I think it's really cool. Another company entering the scene, and JazzInc does great work. We're going to see. I kind of want this figure. We're going to see. We are going to see. Okay. Last thing. There's one more thing to talk about tonight before we sign off. What time is it? Oh, it's only 9:30. Nice. Very nice. I want to talk about one more thing, Hot Toys related here. And that is this. Hot Toys backstage photo here that was shown of the upcoming releases. And before I get to this, Just want to read the rest of these couple comments here. I just highly prefer figures. Characters with clean outfits plus space will be the biggest deciding factor. Yeah, it always usually is. Sculpt is being done by Sean Dabbs. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I think I heard a few people mention some work by him though. I believe JazzInc has the global DC license. Yeah, I know they weren't licensed for a little bit of time and then they ended up getting licensed. Now they're picking up like a lot of steam kind of in the mainstream world. So yes. I want to look at something real quick here. Okay. Let's talk about this real quick here before we sign off for the night. Tristan says Anakin. Yeah, so in the front we see episode 2 Anakin, which is one I'm definitely excited for. So there are only 2 figures on this list here that actually 3. I lied. There's 3. I forgot about Black Suit Spidey over here. So I'm getting Anakin Skywalker. You guys can let me know in the chat, what figures are you getting from this list? I'd be curious to see how many you have on either pre-order or what ones you're going to be picking up. You guys will let me know. Let me know what you think is, or let me know what you have pre-ordered, how many figures you are getting within this upcoming releases. A notable omission, I should say, from this is Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Kenobi show. Man, that sucks. But also there's probably going to be some other figures that are just sprinkled in here, or sprinkled in for release, that aren't shown on here. But I'm getting Attack of the Clones Anakin, I'm getting Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, and I'm getting Black Suit Spidey. That's it. That's all I'm getting out of this. I think Kamen Rider's bike came out already. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I might have counted wrong. 15 figures. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you guys are getting. Yeah, Joe says, it's kind of sad I don't see a Clone Wars Palpatine on this lot. Yeah, that was another interesting one. They got Clone Wars Palpatine, and then they announced this like Revenge of the Sith Darth Sidious. So it's crazy. Kind of like, I feel like people are going to be canceling that Clone Wars one. We got Cairo in the house. What's up, Cairo? He says Anakin. Yep. I know a lot of people want that Attack of the Clones Anakin. Collection obsession is, if JazzInc is limiting this Catwoman to such a low number, it will sell out within seconds and will probably crash JazzInc website. Yeah, I don't know what if they're going to limit it or not. I just thought I heard Yo say on one of his videos where he was talking about pre-orders for stuff that once he enters 1/6, it's going to be limited batch. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe he changed it up, and I don't know. I don't know what he's going to be doing number wise. I just remember hearing that. Take it for a grain of salt because maybe he switched it up. Mad Planet is getting Anakin, 89 Batman, and Vader. Very nice. Jose's getting just Batman 89 and Jane Mighty Thor. Yeah, Jane's a cool figure. Batman collectibles don't see Jazz doing limited. He'll have a time frame like his vehicles. Once it ends, you go on waitlist or miss out. If he does it like this, that is very cool. I hope this is what happens. I hope he does a time frame. I wonder if the time frame to, yeah, it'll be interesting to see this. Or like, yeah, you don't think he's gonna put a cap on it? It'd be crazy because I see a lot of people ordering this figure from him. A lot of people. Especially when he reveals it, and if it looks really good, people are going to be all over that. But also, I'm going to make a prediction. I made this prediction on Wolfpack Wednesdays. I think for this 85th anniversary of Batman, Hot Toys going to do a Catwoman. Hot Toys going to do a Catwoman. And also Batman Collectibles, Batman 89 and Episode 2 Anakin. There you go. 2 figures. Tristan, the chosen one is the only one I'm getting, but I don't see Tech. Yes, Tech is missing as well. Which sucks. But it's okay. There's other stuff right now I'm waiting for, so I'm okay with like waiting a little bit longer. Matt Planet says, which Catwoman? Which Catwoman? We're talking about the JazzInc Catwoman, the one that we just kind of talked about before bringing up this picture. Ziff76, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Says Batman and Return of the Jedi. Vader. A lot of people getting that 89 Batman. I'm really trying hard to resist that one. How you figure himself is in the chats. He is in the chats. He is not here live, but he celebrates 4 months of Evil Empire membership, which if you are interested in joining, you can hit that join button on my main page, or you can go to the top of the chat, click it, pick the tier you want, and join up. He says, so many grails in one photo. Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. Yes. Sorry you couldn't make it, dude. I know you're getting these avatar figures, Justin, and these things are really tall, man. They actually get, the scale looks good. I know you're getting those. These are tall figures. Look at that. Look at that. Jose says, I'm kind of intrigued by Shuri, Black Panther, Kang, and that black suit Spidey. Yeah, black suit Spidey I'm getting, but that suit material, again, worries me a little bit. Batman Collectibles, Grand Moff of the channel celebrates 1 month of membership. I hope I'm right, but I can be wrong. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's all speculation, right? But it's good to it's fun to speculate and kind of talk about it. I don't know. I'm going to be interesting to see, because like, I wonder, like, what if like 5,000 people order it? Like, I feel like 5,000 people, like with how many people have been wanting a Catwoman, and with how these artisan releases go, like artisan 4,000 wait list. So like, I feel like even 5,000, that's a lot. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to do that many, but maybe he will. I really don't have a clue. Christian Cooper says the GOAT, Attack of the Clones, Anakin baby. No, the one word is baby, because he is kind of a baby in Attack of the Clones. No, I'm just messing, because you know I think Obi-Wan's the GOAT. Nah, I love Anakin, dude. Love Anakin. He's just not the GOAT. Mad Planet says, I thought you said Hot Toys would make a Catwoman, or perhaps I misheard. Oh, I'm sorry, Mad Planet. So I said, I think that they're going to do, I think Hot Toys for the 85th anniversary of Batman, which is this year, because they have the, like, that's like the IP that they're doing for this year, similar to like the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary line that they're doing. I think for the Batman 85th anniversary, I do think they're going to do a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. I think, like, now that they've seen this, JazzInc doing one, I think Hot Toys is going to end up doing one. If they didn't already have it planned for the 85th anniversary, because I know that's one that people have been wanting for a while. And why wouldn't they now that JazzInc is doing one? Like, it's just, it makes sense. That's what they do. That's what they do. Daniel says, Re 2.0s. Do we agree the upcoming Miles MMS 710? Let me look this up real quick. Are we talking about I'm guessing the Across the Spider-Verse? MMS. Let me see. Is a 2.0 of the OG Miles MMS 567. I think this is a great question on like whether or not they're different. I know some of the stuff, I think some of the other stuff is like he comes with like different clothing, right? I think it really depends. I feel like 2.0s, yeah. So like what you're saying is like sometimes Hot Toys Sideshow describes figures as 2.0s, and sometimes not, correct? So sometimes they'll reissue something, or like it'll just be a straight up reissue, or they'll rebrand it. So like in this case, it's kind of like rebranded for Across the Spider-Verse, and then he also has some different accessories and clothes on as well versus the first one. I feel like 2.0s are more in the case of when they really make drastic changes enough to warrant it being rebranded a 2.0, like where they really update everything. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, reissues I feel like are ones that are not updated, or maybe they change a couple little things. 2.0s are like they drastically revamp things, change like the body proportions, the accessories, the head sculpts are better. They do that for the 2.0s. Valkyrie Magnus says good info. Silence says I kind of want a Kang now. That's gonna be another one with all the controversy surrounding the actor. It's interesting to see what they're gonna do. You know, what, or like how many people are gonna want that figure. And I think I'm guessing he's waitlisted. I don't know for certain, but and we got How You Figure, who missed the stream tonight, dropping this $4.99 super chat. Put this towards the Avatar pre-order, Steve. That ain't gonna happen, dude. You know I ain't getting those figures. I haven't even seen The Way of the Water. But he says the evil empire you're building is astounding. Thank you, dude. Really, actually, sincerely appreciate that, man. Know you are a Grand Admiral of the channel as well. So very awesome of you to be a supporter of the channel, man. I really appreciate it. And I miss having you on tonight, dude. Next week, hopefully. But yes, thank you, dude, so much for your generosity as well with the super chat. Always nice to get some super chats. It really does help out, really does help support the channel as well. Really, all this stuff that I get, like super chats and just channel membership stuff, I'm really just dumping all that right back into the channel anyways, and getting, you know, various things for the setup and, you know, reviewing stuff, and just it all just goes right back into the channel. So just try to make it, like I said, I've been putting in, like, I know nobody really cares too much about it, but I put in a lot of work behind the scenes to try to make my channel membership fun, and to make this fun for the people who tune into the show. Collection Session says, from the picture, I'm getting the deluxe Batman, deluxe Vader, Anakin, and black suit Spider-Man. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's a good list. We got Zach Davenport in the house. What's up, Zach? Thank you so much for dropping this chat. This 25% sale got me itching for some Carnage. I saw that. He's like $386 with the 25% off, which is for the deluxe, which is actually a good price. Like 25% off Carnage, that is actually a good price. And if you don't want the deluxe, it's even a better price. If I didn't have a Carnage, I would probably honestly pull the trigger at that point. Yes, dude. Yeah, Carnage was my figure of the year 2023. If you look at my other videos of my top 10 figures of 2023, spoiler alert, Carnage is number one. But there's some cool stuff coming out. I know a lot of people are waiting for this Mantis figure. It's very interesting that these other Guardians figures are coming out, but we don't have a reveal of of Mantis and also Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 outfits, like the team outfits. But yeah, there's some good stuff coming out, and there's also some stuff that's already out that I'm still waiting on my Return of the Jedi C-3PO, which came out in February. It's just crazy how long that one's taking to ship. I just don't get it. Well, actually, I do get it to an extent. Like, I saw a news article too. There's just a bunch of stuff going on right now with international shipping. There are like with the, I think it's like the Red Sea conflict. Like there's people, like ships are having to go around. Some ships are getting like outright denied containers, so like stuff can't get over here. It's just crazy. The price of shipping has, like, since last year, it's like over doubled, or I think doubled, and then plus more. I think it went up again like recently again for this year. So it's just kind of craziness right now getting figures over, and anything over for that matter, for international shipping. Yep, kind of sucks. Daniel Hawk says, I picked up my first Carnage from the promo. Dude, congratulations. That figure is super awesome. Jovan says, yeah, getting stuff shipped in bulk is beyond nightmarish. It really is crazy right now. It's crazy. So like, I know we're all waiting for figures, but logistically, it sounds like a nightmare. I think this is it, guys. I think this is it. Let me stop my screen share. Let me go back to this real quick. Oh, I'm like slouched in my chair. I'm like getting real comfortable over here. Okay. Let me go back real quick. I need to pull something else up over here. Collection Session says, Steve, if you're on the fence about getting 89 Batman, I'd say get. You can sell it later if you change your mind, especially with the upcoming Hot Toys Batmobile and JazzInc Batmobile and Catwoman. Yeah, I don't think the 89 Batmobile is out of the cards for me. I'm definitely not getting that. But yeah, the Catwoman I'm intrigued by. I'm intrigued by the Catwoman because I like JazzInc, and also like to get their first figure would be cool as well. Ooh, also eyeing the Mark 1. That is one I would like to get too. Zach, yeah. Okay. Last thing here before I sign off, I want to pull up members only Q&A. So Evil Empire members, every week before the show, I put up a members only post to just go over some, kind of just let you guys ask whatever questions you want on the Q&A. So let me pull this up here. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. So the first question, I have only three questions. Actually, there's only 2 members only questions tonight. So nothing too crazy, but you guys are always welcome to drop your questions in the chat if you have any as well before we end the show here. Within the next, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. But Cage, Grand Admiral of the channel, says, now that you've essentially reached 1K subs, how does it feel to be better than everyone else? That is not true. Do you often get recognized on the street? I sure hope you don't forget about us, your adoring community. Thanks, Sneaker. Yeah, so I will never forget about my community. And I've never been recognized by anybody involved in the outside world. Nobody's ever recognized and be like, oh my God, Sneaker, dude, he streams on YouTube. Definitely not. I'm such a small channel and small YouTuber. It's, yeah, not even funny. So, but no, dude, I appreciate it, man. Yes, closing in on 1K. Closing in on 1K. Let's go. And then Tristan says, if he is truly in the Acolyte, do you think we get this figure? You know who I'm talking about. So Tristan is referencing, I'm going to say it because it's in the trailer. In the Acolyte trailer, you can see an image of a character that appears to kind of look like Plo Koon. If that happens, oh man, the thought of Acolyte figures being announced for Hot Toys is, oh man, with Ahsoka coming out, man. The Acolyte, if Plo Koon is in the Acolyte, I do think we get a Plo Koon figure, and he'd be a great figure, man. He'd be a great figure. Jose says, you didn't answer my question from last week, but whatever. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to last week's questions. Honest Hansel says 1K by next week. Wait, 1,000K? Dude, I wish. Yeah, 1K by next week, dude. I hope so. I hope so. Thank you. Let me go back because there was a post that I didn't answer because the show got so busy that I didn't answer them, but I will right now. Also, real quick, if anybody's interested in the MODUSPACE mono, this is something I forgot to bring up. The second batch of orders is up right now. It'll end at the end of the first week of June if it's not sold out by then, and then it will ship next container. So if you were looking to pick up MODUSPACE mono, you can go check out the review of that on my channel, and there's a link within that review for my affiliate link. If you would use that, that would be awesome. Or you can use my affiliate link that's posted in the description of this video below, and you'll get there as well on their website. LOL 1K. Yes, I know what you meant, dude. I can't even find this Q&A. Where is it? That's that one. Hold on a second. When did I post this? Or was it on Instagram? It might have been on Instagram. I think I put a thing up on Instagram. Let me see here. Because I think I took a screenshot of it because it was a while ago. Let me see. I did. It was Instagram that I did on a while ago. Who you got for the OSW title? Jose Plus, yay, or Austin Boo? Either one, man. I'm gonna be neutral party on that one. Q-Man asked me, do you think General Grievous is coming? I do think General Grievous is coming from Hot Toys. And then Tristan asked another question. Of all the Star Wars figure releases lately, what is your favorite? Figure releases, or maybe you just meant like in general all the Star Wars announcements? Ooh, I gotta probably go with Darth Revan, man. Actually, I will say, besides Darth Revan, I'll say the Mandalorian armor Obi-Wan Kenobi. That a true personal grail for me. Hardcore Dan asked the question, your favorite character and why? Dude, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Best character, best arc throughout all of Star Wars, from the beginning all the way through to the end. You get a full arc. There's an amazing Obi-Wan. Just his character development throughout the Clone Wars is incredible. What this dude has gone through and persevered through, he's the GOAT, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Jim Collector says, if you could only have one Sith or dark side user in your collection, who would it be? That would likely be Darth Vader. And I think that was it. I think that was all the questions. Let me look. Let me double check. That was all of them. Let's see. Valkyrie Magnus says, hello. Valkyrie, you have to let me know in the chat. For some reason, let me look here. Are you still a channel member? I couldn't, for some reason, like you have to let me know. Are you still in the Evil Empire? You can let me know it. For some reason, it wasn't showing up like in the chat. That you were. But I see you using this emoji now. I could also look at my like memberships. Let me see. I don't see anything. Yes, okay. Oh yes, hello there equals the GOAT. Yes, yes. Valkyrie says, I found out I have 2 accounts with the same name. Okay, so that's why. Now I see the little logo next to your name, but Valkyrie Magnus, I gotta give you your props. Grand Admiral of the channel. Let's go. Wasn't sure if your membership, sometimes like if your membership expires, the logo will just go away, but there you go. Appreciate you still being a member. Eric Hankey says, I hope Hot Toys makes Commander Wolf his troopers in Plo Koon. Yes, me too. Commander Wolf would be super dope. We got Frank Flores in the house. What's up, Frank? Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for tuning in. We are nearing the end of the show here. Jose says, did you see someone on BSC selling a crosshair for $9.15? I did see that. Crazy. Honest Hansel says, has there been any pics of the updated head sculpt for DX Obi-Wan? There has been one picture, and you know what? I have it on my phone. I don't know if I could show you it or not. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to show you, like, oh shoot, from my phone, so it's not gonna be great. But let me find it. Where's my screenshots at? Here it is. So this was from, I believe it was Tokyo Comic Con, I think, but here you go. This is the upgraded version of the head sculpt that was shown for the figure. There you go. Hopefully that's actually what they do. I really hope it's actually what they do. My question from last week, which Rachel do you prefer? I don't know. I have to think about it. Honest Hansel, he has a lip. Oh, don't get me started on Obi-Wan figures, man. But okay, guys. For the 36 people who are still in here, thank you. I know it's Memorial Day weekend, so I know not everybody, a lot of people are busy doing stuff. So, but I appreciate all of you for hanging out on the show tonight. And also a huge thank you to all of our servicemen and women and those who obviously serve and have served, those who continue to serve. Really grateful for, you know, the people who allow us to be free and have a free country. So happy Memorial Day to everybody in that regard. Thrawn's office says, hey, sneaker in chats. Watching Oppenheimer with wife, but you are all in spurt. Dude, I answered your question. My answer is I'd have to think about it. Honest Ansel says, keep up the great content. See ya. I'm going to give you guys 20 seconds to get in your last. Well, we'll go 35 seconds. I'll go to 2 hours and 3 minutes for you guys to get your last words in and go. And we got crickets. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, like I said, guys, if you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. If you're listening and you're not subscribed, that would be awesome. Really appreciate you all tuning in. As always, really like chatting with you all and interacting with you all in the chat. It's always fun, you know, just listen to everything everybody has to say and kind of just hanging out with you all in the chat. That's what I like my shows to be, the best community in the game. Like I said, I posted recently on my page, you can go check out my collection tour. You can go check out the video that I just posted, which is a review of the Kenobi Vader DX27 and 28. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go check out my post about the 1,000 subs and 1 year anniversary channel stream that I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks. Once I hit 1,000, the stream is going to happen on a Sunday. Lots of giveaways that are happening. I will post it in my YouTube community channel potentially as well. We'll see. But really, like, I like to keep all that stuff on Instagram. So go find me on Instagram. The description is or the link is in the description below of my Instagram. You guys can always hit me up on there too if you want to chat. But I think that's it. Thank you all for a great show. Like I said, happy Memorial Day to everyone out there. And until, where am I at on my thing? There we are. Have a good night. Great stream. Have a great night, everybody. Yes, thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Until next time, collect carefully. See ya.